When it comes to creating new ideas, creative thinking has a whole number of techniques that can give you a massive helping hand. Even though you may think that everything that could be invented already has, just think back to when you were a child, and this doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 90 or 19. Even if you just think back 5 years or even only 1 year, there are amazing new inventions cropping up every single day. Whether they're any good or not, oh well, only time will tell. You see, it's in a way true that nothing new will be invented because in fact, everything that we have is pretty much an adaptation, an improvement, an evolution of what we've been using for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Let's consider the humble mobile phone. Well, to be honest with you, it's far from humble. If you consider that the technology that you carry around in your pocket is probably 1,000,000 times more powerful than the technology we used to put man on the moon. Now, the average mobile phone is more powerful than a 10-year-old laptop. It's a digital camera, it's a camcorder, a games console, and a PC in itself. And with the recent invention of apps, it can be a health monitor, a library, and so on. It has millions and millions of uses. Now, using the mobile phone as an expansion of the computer. Now, the computer in its early days was the size of a small house, and really only carried out tasks that we would use a calculator for today. But remember, early calculators themselves were enormous. Now, the calculator, what was that? An evolution. I think the earliest link would be the abacus. If you ever get the chance, you should learn the abacus. It really is fast, effective, and a fun alternative to a calculator. But the abacus then, where did that come from? If you look at the abacus, you'll see that really it's just sticks and stones. Do you want to learn that as well? But let's assume before that came something else. So before that, what did we use to add up things? Well, pretty obvious really. If you look at your hands and your feet, we would use our fingers and our toes. And before we used our fingers and toes, well, we probably hadn't evolved enough to worry about that. You see, necessity leads invention. As technology improves, we can find more uses, and from that more needs. But really, they just fill a small number of basic needs: food, transport, housing, health, and entertainment. Pretty much everything in the world will fit into those categories. Now, if everything that can be invented has been invented is true, but also everything that can be invented still hasn't even been considered is true. The ingredients to every invention already exist, and from there it's just a matter of creating the right recipe. A vacuum is only a fancy dustpan and brush, which is itself a posh broom, and the broom a better use of a bundle of leaves. So just look around you for a minute and think, can you think what an early alternative to what you see around you would have been? Well, that's enough of the past. What we really want to use creative thinking for is to create brilliant and fantastic new inventions. And that is just what we're going to do next.